What's up, guys? So, first off, before I start, I just wanted to give a shout out to Ivan Juric, who is the guy who inspired me to follow this format with his Squat Everyday videos. So, check him out. Ivan Juric is Djuric. Doing a squat workout. Actually, more than just a squat workout, but I'm starting off my workouts with squats. So, I figured I'd get a little bit more content of a full squat session. Here's the pre-workout that I used tonight. Sometimes I take a pre-workout prior to leaving the house. Sometimes I forget to do that, and I buy the ready-to-drink ones when I get to the gym. So that's I think a Redcon pre-workout. Just did some mobility stuff early on, an empty bar. Here I am with 135. Again, just sort of greasing the groove. One of the things that I like doing early on is, I do follow a squat everyday program, and a very common reaction to that is, well, don't you get sore? Aren't you worried about getting injured? And, obviously there's a lot more, strategy to just putting on as much weight as I can every single day and seeing what happens. And I will say, at a minimum, I do my sort of identical wake-up protocol. And the wake-up protocol is, what most people would call the warm-up. I think of it in terms of a wake-up, and I have for some time. It's really just getting those joints moving, reminding, my joints of their full range of motion, adding a little bit of resistance and recruiting more of my nervous system into the process is always beneficial too. So did a couple of sets with the plate, with the 135, up to 2 plates now. Equipment I'm wearing a lever belt, and it really is a no-name lever belt. I ordered a Pioneer adjustable lever belt, which hasn't come in the mail yet. So this is one that I just got quickly. That was 2 plates. Here's 315. And at this point, I really don't know how heavy I'm going today. I'm a lot of times I wake the body up, I start moving, and I listen to where my body is. Full disclosure, I did know, and that's 315 for, I think that was a double. I do know that I'm recording this content, so I'm like, you know what, a little bit of extra energy and motivation has me motivated to put on some more weight. So I start moving up. I think I go to 4 plates here, and which is a pretty typical, jump. Usually, once I finish my wake up process, it's really just, adding plates until I decide to taper off. Here I am with 4 plates. Again, I have the lever belt, which is a no-name lever belt. I do have Strong knee sleeves. Strong is the specific product from Mark Bell's company. And I have, actually, funny story, as I'm getting the 405 here. Funny story, I was supposed to wear my squat shoes today, and had left them at my other, at my school, my academy, and had my wife bring them home, and I kept calling her, telling her, please don't forget them, don't forget them. So she brought them. Of course, I forgot them at home, so I wound up squatting with my deadlift shoes on, which, is pretty normal to me. I actually, I got these things recently, and up till now, I've been squatting with Chuck Taylors like a lot of people. And, I've, from time to time, I've squatted with flat shoes, or barefoot rather. And I really forgot how much I enjoyed it. And I still will use the squat shoes. What I'm really commenting on is the lack of a compression, out of the hole that you still get from Chuck Taylor's. They're flat, but they're still rubberized, and there's still a little bit of give. And you notice the difference. Squat as much as I have, you notice the difference. Right now, I'm putting on, this is 405, 475. My my belt and band are on the bar because I had just gone to the bathroom real quick, and before I go really heavy, I always make sure that the bladder's empty, so I could get that bracing of my torso as maximally as possible. I don't know, might be too much information, but you know what? I'm doing a voiceover and I gotta say some stuff. So it's 475 on the bar. Um, getting ready. One of the things that I notice now, and I notice it from time to time during the workout, but you'll see me right here now. I'm checking my music. I'm making sure the right track is on, and it's something I'm trying to get away from. Admittedly, because I am somebody who is quite receptive to being able to generate a bunch of energy and adrenaline and get into that state before a heavy set. And it's something that I don't want to do away with completely. But I will say from session to session, I want to not rely on that as much, so I could sort of keep that in the toolbox for when I need it. So, but all that being said, I do get one of my favorite tracks, and as I approach this, and I am an energy guy more than I probably want to be at default, but it's certainly something that I harness. So I'm looking at the people, looking at the weight. I'm listening to the music. I'm getting fired up, and um, you notice I had a little bit of a hitch taking that off. Let's watch this rep really quick. I reached depth, and I really just don't know how to not squat that low. I've never taught myself to squat any other depth than that, but it was a good rep. Here you'll see me. I do 135 and 185. I do some good mornings to finish off that the leg portion. After this, I wound up doing some pulling movements. Did a vertical pull. Did a single arm cable pull. After this, didn't get any footage of that, but I just really wanted to record, things that happened at the front end of the workout with the squat rack. But before, what I was saying with the 475, one of the things I have to adjust to is in this specific rack at this gym that I go to, and I do go to another gym that I have to get there more often, that has a lot better equipment, more conducive to the types of workouts that I'm doing. With this rack, I'm sort of like a tweener in in height. So when I have the squat shoes or even the Chuck Taylors on, I have a really easy time, unloading the bar off the rack when I'm getting set up. But with the flat shoes without that elevation, I am like right smack in the middle. So, but whatever. Got to do what you got to do. There, the employee we had a funny moment. Uh, I thought he was asking me if I left weight on the calf raise there, and I like paused my music and I said, no, it definitely wasn't me. I always put my stuff away. And I hadn't heard what he had said, but what he had said is, I know you didn't leave this weight here because your calves require more weight than this. Which I gotta say, every once in a while the meathead moments pop up, and I gotta tell you, I like hearing that. So here I am finishing that up. Well, I'm gonna stop there. It's my first time doing this. Hope you guys enjoyed the voiceover.